Hi, I'm Monica Christofferson with Efficient Organization, and I am a professional organizer and productivity consultant in the Seattle area. And I wanted to talk about 5 organizing products that I think are awesome in the pantry. And I could go on and on about a lot of other products, but I chose 5 that I thought you could really use anywhere. So it could be in a pantry, it could be in cupboards if that's what you use for a pantry. It could even be a rack out in the garage if that's what you use for your food and canned goods and all the things that you would find in a pantry. So I'm going to do a little screen share. So let's go ahead and bring this up. Okay, so let's look at these 5 products. The first one is a Lazy Susan, or you may have heard that referred to as a turntable. Lazy Susans are great in so many places, not just the pantry. Really, you could use these in the laundry room. You could use them under sinks. You can use them even out in the garage for cleaning products or whatever you might find a use for out there. This one that I'm showing you here is acrylic, and it has a little bit of a lip, so it may help hold things in place a little bit better. But they're really handy for spinning and grabbing what you need so that you don't have to reach behind a bunch of things that you might knock over to get to something in the back. They're great even in cupboards for coffee cups. So if you have a big corner cabinet, you can even put a big turntable in there, spin and grab your favorite coffee cup for that day and enjoy your cup of coffee or your cup of tea. So they come in many different styles. So whatever you're looking for your own personal style and taste and your budget. So here's another example. They have wooden ones. You can find bamboo. You can find plastic. So there's a lot of different options, but these are very, very handy. You can put oils, vinegars, coffee syrups, spices. Really, the sky's the limit on these turntables. The next thing I really like, and I have in my own pantry, of course I do have a turntable as well, but acrylic bins are really handy because you can see inside them and you can create categories. So you could put all of the pasta in a bin, all of the beans, all of the oatmeal packets, and then put a label on the outside. So it gets things out of the boxes, potentially. So if they're like little packets, you could get them out of the boxes. But if there's like noodles or rice, you might want to keep the original packaging, but it creates the categories and it makes it easy for you to find what you need, and you know how much you have because you can easily see, and it helps your family know where to get things and where to put things back. So the acrylic bins are really handy. Can risers, those are also some favorites of mine that I have in my own pantry. This particular one I do believe is extendable, so I believe that's a little separation right there. I know the one that I have looks like this, and you can pull it out and make it bigger. So if you have a larger space, you can utilize that. So you can see the canned goods, the bottles, they're stepped, so you're able to take advantage of some space in your pantry on your shelf so you can go up. Now, in my own pantry, I don't have a lot of any one particular product, so mine does kind of look like this, where there's a variety of things. But if you are a bulk shopper, you might have all olives and all chicken noodle soup and then all peas. So if you do have that, that's nice to keep them in categories as well. And then you can just pull from the front. Another way that you can store cans is on an organizer like this. For this organizer, for the one just before, I'll go back to it. If you have wire shelves, then you're probably going to want to put some kind of a clear plastic liner underneath so that things aren't tippy. So back to this one. I found it interesting that in their photo, they had things a little mixed up. So SpaghettiOs here, SpaghettiOs there. They have pineapple here, pineapple there. So my recommendation would be try to put the same foods, the same canned goods together. So like they did here, all coconut milk, all chicken noodle soup. So that way you can pull from the front and the same product will roll forward. It'll make it much easier to get what you need and not to try to, especially down here in the middle or down below, go to something behind another canned good. So try to put the same types of foods together. This is a favorite of mine, snack baskets. I really, really like using snack baskets. It's a great way to get all the little boxes of granola bars and fruit leather and pouches of applesauce or whatever it is that you guys have, and open them up, dump them in. I think it's okay to have them all mixed up. That's what I did for my own kids. The kids know where to get snacks. You know where to get snacks. And you don't have a bunch of boxes in your pantry that are half full or maybe even empty. So this is a great visual so that you can see what you have and how much you have and whether or not you need to replace something. And there's lots of different styles for baskets. So I'm just showing you wire baskets here because they are popular, but you can use acrylic bins for snack baskets. You can use plastic bins that you would be able to wipe out. So again, your taste, your style, all of those things are considerations. When I am working with clients, it's very, very common to find boxes and boxes of tea, and some of it's really old. So a great way to solve that is to make your tea accessible. So I use one of these tea organizers myself. In this example with this picture, you can see that the tea is all labeled because they're in their own individual packets. So that is an important thing. If you're buying tea that just has the tea inside the little white bag, you will probably not benefit from this as much unless you put some little labels on each section. These have a lid. You can stack them if you have a lot of tea. When you want to have a cup of tea, you bring it out, you put it on the counter, and you choose your tea, and you don't have to dig through boxes and boxes. And how long is tea good for? The shelf life is 18 to 24 months. So hopefully this will help you actually use your tea, enjoy your tea, and not have it get lost and start to get stale at the back of the pantry. And to wrap things up, when it's time to do your shopping, be sure that you measure. So measure the depth of your shelves. How wide are they? What is the height between the shelves? Are the shelves adjustable? These are all important things to know when you're going to do your shopping. And then be sure to check your product dimensions against those, because it's a real bummer when you go shopping, you bring it home or you order something and it's not going to fit. I always like people to maximize their space. So if you have a big corner cupboard, like I talked about earlier, and you want to put all your coffee mugs in there, try to get the biggest turntable or lazy Susan in there that you can, and not just a little one and waste space around it. So really try to maximize your storage. Again, my name is Monica Christofferson. I'm a professional organizer in the Seattle area, but I also offer virtual organizing and consulting options. And I hope you found some of these tips helpful. And again, I'll put the product links down in the description, and I hope you have a great day.